Hello there and a very warm welcome to another edition of Channels Beam. I am Victor Matthias. Now, the use of technology the world over has now more than ever before become a part of our lives. Technology has time and again proven to be an enabler of many things such as jobs, education, commerce, and banking. But what about in the way we conduct our elections? Today on the program, we will be looking at how technology can be used to better the electoral process in Nigeria. But first, let's see the trending topics in the past week.
Nigerians have been having a go at each other over the federal government's decision to try the Chief Justice of the Federation for alleged non-disclosure of assets after he was sworn in as the country's #1 judicial officer. Candidates vying for the governorship seat in Lagos slugged it out at a debate. The debate had the aspirants speaking on issues ranging from gridlocks on the Lagos metropolis to power, down to the education sector and health, among other important issues.
Well, there you go. Those were the trends in the past week. But joining us to look at the topic of the day, we have Bamidele Alegba. He's a blockchain software engineer. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Oh, thank you for meeting me.
Very well. We also have joining us via Google Plus Hangout from New York in the United States, Kolade Kaide. Thank you for joining us as well.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, Bamidele, please kickstart this conversation for us. Blockchain, let's even understand what that is.
Blockchain is a distributed ledger technology
Yeah.
that allows you to transfer digital asset from one party to another. So it's used in various ecosystem. Right now, it's currently used in financial ecosystem. There's for cryptocurrency. So the technology is actually used. That's the technology that powers Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's also used for land registries. Because of the transparency and the open ledger technology, we want to see how it could help also in voting.
Yeah, so speaking of, voting, I mean, we have the elections coming, in less than a month thereabout, or perhaps maybe over a month. But how do we bring technology into this?
Oh, okay. It's quite interesting because recently we're researching on elections and how we could actually see the benefits on maybe reducing the election cost by more than 50%.
Is it doable? Can technology enable that?
Of course it can. So based on the statistics, because before we even think about reducing, we need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
So right now we see that we have 84 million voters, right? Registered voters. But you could see from the trend that with technology, Nigerians, they are now more, they now accept technology more. So for now, you could see that the telecommunication phone numbers, we have active phone number users over 140 million. And you have internet users above 100 million.
Yeah.
So,
which is more than the number of registered
voters. Yeah. So now if you need to improve the technology of voting, because based on the last report from INEC, they are planning on recruiting 1 million ad hoc staff for this election. Let's go back to 2015 when the election, they paid the ad hoc staff, that's NYC then, 50,000 naira. Now, do the math, you see that you're going to spend over 50 billion just for this election, just paying ad hoc staff. Yeah. Now, you see that the election cost has risen. And I think voting...
How do we cut it?
Yeah, of course. Voting, for example, is something that can be done from your phone. Yeah. We need to leverage on channels. And based on the technology, which is blockchain, which is safe, and people can now transfer money with blockchain, then it's not even a digital asset. There's a digital asset out of it. Like there's money out of blockchain. So it's trustworthy and people use it globally. So with that, we have a technology that is so trustworthy. Why don't you implement it with blockchain and leveraging all the channels available for you?
I'll come back to you in a bit, but let me bring Kolade into the conversation. Kolade, I mean, you live in a country where we've had issues of allegations, of a country interfering, in the elections of your own country. I mean, do you think blockchain will, or technology generally, will help?
For the forthcoming election, there's no there's no doubt about it that technology would always help in any election. But the honest truth about it is technology is all about what you give in is what you get out. Okay, so it is, I always say this, it is really not in quotes, the technology, the little aspect of the technology we've used. How far have we used it? We can bring the best of technology into play, but if we don't have a mindset of using it and using it positively, it won't, we will still have issues. Even where I am, you remember what happened during the last election? We are still having issues about, okay, fine, this happened, this thing happened, that didn't happen. You get it? So it's all about the mindset of the people. You can bring the best of technology, the most secure technology, you get it, but there are still people at the back end who still have to drive the process of the technology, who still have to define what they want the technology to achieve. Are those people right there for us to use that would not, in quote, turn the usage of the technology to the advantage of their own selfish interest? That is the major thing about using technology. There's no two way about it. There's no doubt in this present age. We can't, because you have people in diaspora who can't vote. You have people in Nigeria who have to go through the stress of going to join the line queue before they could vote. But if you have technology, we can eliminate all that. People can vote at the comfort of their home. And those who want to vote, you get it, joining the queue can go and do that. And you
Yeah.
can have seamless transmission of results.
So if I may come in, I mean, does that happen in the United States?
Yes, it does happen. It does happen, but it's not in all the states. There are some states who allows that, and there are some states, but whichever way, technology still plays a vital role in all in all their elections. You get it, but there are some states that by their law passes to say, okay, you know what, you can do this, and there are some states that no, it's still like the manual process.